Hello everyone, welcome back to the stream. So yeah, we're gonna keep working on this card game that I'm building. This necromancer, alchemy, medieval science themed collectible card auto battler. Let's see if we can throw some more buzzwords in there. If anyone has any other buzzword ideas, I'm open to them. But before I get into it, I want to remind everyone that I'm trying to be a full-time indie game developer / course instructor. So if you want to support my work, one of the best ways to do that is to purchase Gunforged on Steam. It's currently $8.99, but you can also get it for a discount by purchasing it in a bundle. So right now, this bundled plus Cubed and Dangerous pack is 28% off. So you can get Gunforged and another game, or you can get the Genome Guardian as well. And yeah, if you do play it, leave a review. I very much appreciate that. Somebody left a review since yesterday, so if that was you, thank you. And yeah, otherwise, if you want to learn how to build a complete game in the Godot engine, you can purchase one of my Udemy courses. Those are linked in the description below as well. And you can also like the video, subscribe to my channel, watch my other content. Those are great ways to support me also. Okay, so let's get into what we're going to be doing today. But first, hello, Luca. Oh no, it's different this time. It's not yup, it's yep this time. You broke the streak. But welcome back. Hello, Craig. Good to see you again, as always. Snupbill, thank you so much for the IDR 10,000 super chat. Thank you, thank you. And we've got the message, Yummers. Of course, we all look forward to that Yummers every morning, don't we? Thank you, Snupbill. It's very generous. Oh, early Yummers, yes indeed. Welcome back, Adam. But first, if you want to support me, yeah, I have to do my ads, because the thing is, like, this is, these live streams they just stay on the channel, right? So somebody may watch the live stream, you know, a month from now, and, you know, the more I advertise on the live stream, the more opportunities I get for people to see my work. So anyway, I know you regular viewers probably get tired of hearing the same shtick over and over again, but I have to do it. Hello, Neozoid. Welcome back. Good to see you lurking again. That's how I started watching, to be honest, back in the OG Gunforge days as a VOD lurker. Awesome. Very nice. Okay, so today I have a couple things that I want to do. Probably going to do some content development today, a little bit at least. I do want to start working on the villager stuff. Actually, let me show you what I've got working for the UI too. I want to see what you all think about the UI stuff. Oops, that's the wrong one. So I've been trying to spruce up the UI a little bit by adding some decorative elements. So I was working on this last night, and I've kind of reworked this side panel here. I'm adding, like I said, some decorations. So there's like a book here, and then I made the text a little bit nicer and more thematic, and also just, I don't know, it just looks nicer aligned like that, rather than how it is in the game currently with just this text like this. So yeah, there's my inventory there. Let's see. And then I've got the cell, which is just like scales here, and it's got the same kind of text style. I've been drawing little environment decorations here. So it's kind of a macabre, like little graveyard, hanging tree kind of thing. I'll probably put more stuff in the corner here and maybe something up here as well. Should probably make it like, maybe put some like moon and stars up here or something. Something along the bottom here. But the idea is that maybe every level could have different environment art. So it just kind of like subtly changes. And then I'm just playing around with moving the encounter stuff. Not making it centered necessarily, but moving it over and then chunking up the UI. Maybe put the currency over here or something. Or I might reverse those. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, this is all kind of like experimental. I'm just trying to figure out how to make the UI a little bit less bland here. So that's what I've been working on. But I don't know if I'm going to do that on this stream because it's kind of something that I just only work on when I have like a creative moment, I guess. But we're not in such a moment right now. So we'll figure that out later. You start your stream as I start my day, so I'm usually working mock-ups for customers as you giving your call to action. Oh, nice. Oh, I like that. Thank you. Yeah. So that's that. I mean, maybe I'll play around with implementing at least some of this into the game today just to see how it actually feels in the actual game. But there's one thing I want to do first, which is that I want to add this. Somebody suggested calling it necrosis yesterday, which I like. And this is the mechanism that will prevent soft locks from happening. So after a set period of time, just start dealing continuous damage to the boards on the screen so that it just becomes an overwhelming amount of damage after a couple of turns, and that will end the combat. So originally I was going to make it like the Bazaar where it does damage to both boards over time. So let's say that, you know, you go through 25 turns or whatever, and like it's kind of a stalemate or the health is not depleting very quickly for either side. The necrosis will kick in and just start doing equal damage over time to both boards. But what I'm thinking is that there's no reason to do the damage to both boards. I can actually just have the necrosis affect the enemy board only. That fits more thematically, and it's just another advantage given to the player. So the player could theoretically do a build that's entirely defensive and just outlast every enemy, which I think would be really fun. Now there's a risk that that becomes too powerful, but we'll have to cross that bridge when we get there. So what I think I'll do is I'll just make necrosis affect the enemy board, give the player the advantage, and that just fits more thematically too, because if you're the necromancer with your undead army, necrosis really wouldn't affect you, right? So it's more of like if the enemy stays in combat with you too long, they just eventually succumb to the darkness, you know? So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to implement that today. It should be relatively easy to do, actually. I don't think it's going to be that difficult. And then maybe we'll consider implementing some more villager cards or something. Or we'll look at the to-do list here and see if there's anything else I want to do. But yeah. I like the reddish palette, but I also monitor quite dark, so it might be entirely my fault. Yeah, I mean, that purple is very dark. Also, you have to think about the compression. I don't know how it looks on YouTube, the stream compression. Maybe if I zoom in a little bit more, you can see the contrast more clearly. But maybe if I zoom out, YouTube kind of like muddies the colors up a little bit. But I think it'll be fine. The problem is if let's see, if I take this frame here. Hello? If I take this frame and I lighten it up, I mean, that color might work too. That color might work. I don't know. We'll play with it. But anyway, let's do the necrosis first. Hold on a second. Oops. Okay. I finally watched a stream for the Bazaar. Seems like a fun game. It's very hard to me to see what's going on during the rounds. So much juice, I can't tell what's happening at all. Yeah, I'm noticing that that's a problem. I mean, that's a problem in the Bazaar as well. You kind of have to know what your cards are doing. It's hard to follow in real time what's happening. But I don't think that's going to be that big of a deal. For me, at least, because I'll have time controls. So you could slow it way down if you wanted to see how everything's interacting. But I don't think you can do that in the Bazaar. So yeah, it's a little bit confusing. That looks much better than the blue personally. Well, I don't know if I should be trusting somebody who has their monitor very dark. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I might do that purple color. We'll see. I meant in the bazaar. Yeah, no, I mean, I think it's a problem with auto battlers generally speaking. Like, really any auto battler is kind of, because it's kind of like real time almost. It's kind of hard to tell what all is going on. I think that's just part of the genre, especially as a viewer when you're not the one setting up the auto battling. It's kind of like you kind of get lost in terms of what's happening. Be interesting to get everyone else's thoughts when it comes to implementation. Yeah, and I want to do a play test too. And like I said, it might look different when you're actually running the native game on your screen rather than seeing the color through a compressed YouTube stream. So, hello Nepal V, welcome back. Long time no speak. Yes, indeed. Glad to see you here. The other thing I was working on is I have a CRT shader. I don't know. I'm probably not gonna do this, but it was just something interesting. It looks kind of cool. I like the chromatic aberration. If I were to add like a CRT shader like this, I would obviously make it toggleable so that people can turn it off if they don't like it. But it's kind of interesting. The problem is the chromatic aberration here is a little bit too strong. The problem is because it's such a low resolution game, I can't actually, that's like the minimum strength of the chromatic aberration. So, yeah. Anyway, these are things that I'm just playing around with stylistically. There's nothing set in stone here, but anyway, what am I doing? We got to do necrosis. You like the chromatic aberration? Okay. Or the CRT. So I asked the AI how I should implement this necrosis feature, and it basically just said put it in the turn manager, so that's what I'm going to do. Oh, the other thing I did yesterday too off stream is I buffed all the numbers, so you'll see that when I get there. So all the damage numbers and health numbers and everything are higher than they were. Okay, so let's go to the turn manager. Turn manager. Do I actually have... Oh, I actually don't want to do it this way. I think what I want to do is... I only want to apply this to the enemy board. It wants me to add that to the game events? Why does it want me to add it to the game events? Okay, there's a turn manager in here. Okay, so... I think what I'll do, I need a way of only setting this up for the... So I think what I'll do is I'll do this. Sorry, I gotta figure out what the way I want to approach this is. I want to connect in here, probably. Yeah, I definitely want to do this from the turn manager, so... Okay, let's do this. Private int turn count. I've been playing Game of Thrones, King's Road a lot until recently. Pay to win is a plague. Oh, is that like a mobile game? What is that? Private. Let's do const int necrosis turn threshold. Let's do 25 for now. I mean, I'll just set it to a low number just so I can see it kick in. Necrosis turn threshold, and then what we'll do in here is we'll add a signal. Public delegate void necrosis tick event handler. I want to do it at the start. So let's do this. Turn count plus plus. I'm going to need to set the turn count to 0 here. Or maybe I'll do it. I'll put it up here. Turn count equals 0. Okay, and then in here, turn count plus plus. So before we do the cooldown ticks on the turn executors, we're going to say if, let's do this, var necrosis stacks is equal to mathf dot min or mathf dot max of 0 turn count minus necrosis turn threshold. So as soon as this gets to 26, it will start applying a necrosis stacks to apply. We'll pass in the stacks there. Okay. So then to my board, what I want to do is I'll just add this as a configuration flag, export private bool can receive necrosis. And then in this register, turn manager, if can receive necrosis, turn manager dot connect, turn manager signal name necrosis tick, callable dot from int on necrosis tick, private void on necrosis tick, int stacks. We'll add a new status effect here, but status component. Yeah, we got the status component. So I'll just add a new status. So we'll do a necrosis status here. What do I want to do? It's a PC and mobile game. There are things I liked about it. Yeah, I mean, I don't... Games that have non-cosmetic microtransactions are just like, I can't get into them because I just know that I'm just not going to get anywhere, you know? Oh, excuse me. I don't know why I'm so tired. So on necrosis tick, we'll add the new, so let's go to poison status and we'll just copy this. Create a new status in here. Necrosis status CS. Necrosis status. Apply stacks, turn duration. What am I setting for the shield status in here? Turn duration is equal to 999, so let's just do that. Turn duration. we also don't want to remove... Actually, I don't even know... Can I just set this to 1 and then not reduce the turn duration there? And also not reduce the stacks? Execution, target board, direct damage. Yeah, we want to do direct damage on execute here. Oh wait, turn duration. Yeah, we'll just get rid of that. Turn duration equals 1, stacks plus equals amount. Cool. So we got the necrosis status now. So what I'll do in my on necrosis tick, status component, new necrosis status, apply status. This will just add the stacks together, I think. Yeah. Okay, that should work. So that's very simple. On necrosis tick, apply status, necrosis status. And then this necrosis stacks to apply is just going to grow over time. We could also multiply it by some value, but let's see what happens, I suppose. So the other thing I need to do is enemy state machine, combat selection event state machine. This enemy board.can receive necrosis equals true. I also, this is very bad. I need to clean this code up because it's the same exact code copy and pasted for the boss. So I need to fix that, but we'll do that later. I'm gonna close that. All right, let's see what happens. So I should be able to basically put nothing on the board and then it will work. So let's see. I'll put nothing on the board like I said. And then... Oh, I shouldn't. Whatever. Upgrade a card. Kerblam, kerblam. Upgrade. Boom, boom. Okay. Let's just see what happens here. I'll just do nothing. And we should start seeing necrosis here soon. So look at that, the necrosis is growing. Nice. So there we go. So we kind of got, I don't know, is that technically an exponential growth? I don't think so. But, yeah, so you can see how the necrosis continues applying every turn, and it just basically quickly ends the encounter. I could slow down that curve, I could increase that curve, but that's basically it. So let's go to, let me figure out, I need to do an icon for that. I don't know where that is though. Assets, UI, icon. Oh, status. Oh, that's nice. Let's reveal this in File Manager. Poison, shield. Okay, so let's do a necrosis. I don't know what to actually do for necrosis. I want to do like a little locust. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that though, but let's see. Necrosis. Can I do a little locust and make it actually look like a locust? Find out at 11. That does not look good at all. I think one of my problems is that that looks kind of cute. Doesn't look like a grasshopper at all, but or a locust, but it's fine. The other problem is it's a little bit not aligned. Maybe more like a mosquito, I guess. I think the butt needs to be more, yes, more thick. We need a thicker butt. The wing also probably needs to be a little bit thicker. Now it's gonna reduce my butt thickness though. Although that's probably okay, actually. I think that probably looks fine, actually. What do we think? Look all right? I remember the first time I noticed my necrosis was growing. Oh, talk to your doctor about necrolite or whatever. Oh, hello. Hello, Aniran. Welcome back. Good to see you. Hello, Makoko. Welcome back. In your previous streams, you mentioned that you separated battle simulation from UI. Would you mind sharing some short details on the subject? Yeah, so I think... so it's separated from the animations. So basically, the way that it's working is that I don't make any animations a critical part of the game functioning. So when a card executes its abilities, the ability execution, if I look at the base ability here, the execution is an immediate thing. There's no asynchronous nature to it. So when it executes, it just applies the effect that it's supposed to apply. Any animations that happen here always happen either before or after the card. Now, this is a type of separation. I don't yet have a way of controlling that so that I can skip the animations, but it would be relatively trivial to say in this execution context, hey, skip animations, put a skip animations flag, and then anywhere where I'm doing something like this play targeted effects here, I would simply just skip this line, and I would, in this notify ability executed, I would skip any effects playing in here, and that makes it so that I essentially just get a straightforward synchronous code execution. And so all I need to do then is just, in a while loop or something, just iterate through as many turns as it takes to resolve the battle, and that will all happen properly as long as I skip the animations. And so I can have an instant resolve button, and it will just do like 100 iterations or whatever until the first card dies, and then, or the first board dies, and then it will be done. And then in terms of, you know, the speed, it's just a matter of passing the speed factor into the animations, and which I haven't done yet, but the separation exists. So basically the way to keep them separated is to, whatever logic is being applied by your abilities that you're using needs to be able to be executed apart from any animations. If you entangle the animations and the ability together, then it's going to be very hard to be able to do that kind of instant resolve. Sorry, my phone is blowing up. Okay, I think I missed yesterday's stream. Find out in the next episode of Firebelly Z, yeah. Do you use 2D rig for your animation or do you use sprite sheets? I don't use either. For like the animations, the entity animations in Gunforge, those are all like cut out sprites that are animated with the animation player. So I chunk up the entity into like a head and a torso and maybe legs or whatever. And then I just align all those sprites together in the editor so that it looks normal, like a normally rendered sprite. But then I can animate all those pieces individually with the animation player. A 2D rig would be overkill because I don't actually have like limbs and stuff that I want to individually animate. It's mostly just like chunks of the body that I want to animate together. But yeah, I don't do sprite sheets. I don't do frame by frame animation with anything that I do. Tinder matches off the charts. No. I did not have any luck with dating apps until very recently. And what by luck I mean I got one match and now we are dating, so you know, that's how it goes. Anyway, can you believe that? Can you believe it? How could I not have any luck on Tinder until very recently, yeah. Anyway. Let's see. What was I doing? Oh, yes. This icon, necrosis icon. I kind of like it, actually. It looks cute. I actually think this is one of the best I think this is better than my skull. You know what? I'm feeling a little bit like I want to change these things. I like this icon. That looks really good, actually. The problem is I don't know how to draw skulls. It's a really big problem when you like skeletons and you want to put skeletons in your game and you don't know how to draw skulls. That is an incredible weakness. So I'm going to redraw this poison icon because I don't like it. That looks better already. Maybe I'll move the eyes up a little bit. Let's see. No, that doesn't look good. I was trying to make room for a nose, but I don't think that's going to work. So I think I'm just going to have to do this. I can maybe use like a darker color for the nose, or to give an impression of a nose at least. Nope, that's not going to work either. All right, well. Okay. We might just have to forego the nose. I think it'll be fine. Maybe a skull is not actually the best for poison, but that looks so much better already. Look at that. That is a much nicer icon. Get out of here. That looks so much better. All right, let's try the shield. Let's try the shield. I don't know why, but a shield, despite being a very relatively simple shape, very hard to draw for some reason. So what I might actually do is I might, instead of trying to make it like a kite shield or something, what I might do instead is make it like a round shield. That might be a little bit easier. So let's see if I can do that. Already failing, that's all right. Already failing, that's okay. maybe I'll do... Ooh, that looks good. Okay, that looks good. We'll do this instead, though. Yep, and then... Although I don't really want to use... I mean, that looks fine, I suppose. Mm-hmm. I'll try something else here. Oh, that doesn't look good either. I kind of liked that color, actually. What if I make this red instead? I think that looks fine, actually. Dude, good for you. That's great news. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. Thank you. You are just improving. Your syringe card is probably your best drawn card in MO. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I don't know if I agree with that, but I will take that compliment. Thank you. Thank you. Just put in a pic of a real skull and say you were just very good at drawing skulls. But I have to compress it down to 9 by 9. This is a 9 pixel by 9 pixel, so it's a good idea, but I don't think it will work. Hello, Damien. Welcome. Good afternoon. Well, it's morning here, but good afternoon to you. You do have skulls representing other things in the game, too. Yeah. Is that shield made of vibranium? I don't know what that is a reference to, but I'm going to go with no. Maybe poison could be like a smoking flask or something. Yeah. Yeah, that could work. The round shield looks like your stained glass windows. Oh, never mind. That's better. Okay, cool. Dang it, yeah. Vibranium is a Marvel Comics reference. Oh, I see. I think you guys are overestimating my nerd bona fides. Now I think maybe the shield needs to be bigger. I think it looked better the way it was. It's a little bit smaller than the other icons, but it just, the circular shape works better when it's a little bit more compact, I think. So we'll just keep that for now. Okay, let's, let me... Do I need to just export this? Poison area selection, yes. Necrosis. Necrosis. Shield. Okay, that should update everything. So, status label. Private texture 2D, necrosis icon. Okay. I think that's basically it. Let's build. Black Panther. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Captain America's shield is vibranium. That's why it can absorb bullets. Black Panther's suit, vibranium, comes from Wakanda mines. Oh, I see. Can you believe I've been married twice and have 4 kids? Yeah, you're way too nerdy. No offense. Oh, did I do this wrong? Hold on, I gotta redo this. I kept... I guess it doesn't matter which level I have, or layer I have selected then. Layers, visible layers. Oh, I guess I can do... Oh, interesting. I can choose my own layer. Ah, so we'll do necrosis. No. Whatever, we'll just keep it on visible. That's fine. All right, let's see if that works. Have to skip over these first things here. Max health increase. Increase board size. Okay, let's go. So let's see what the necrosis icon looks like. There we go. Perfect. So the one thing that I want to do here is this status label, it's a little bit too close. Let's put a separation of 2 in there. And I'm also going to try applying some poison here and see what that looks like. Just see what the new icon does. Alchemize cards. Oops, did I soft lock myself? I did. Cool. Everyone but Logan has been getting vibranium. Gotta get through these steps first. Okay. I'm gonna put a poison thing here just to see what that looks like. Okay, that looks fine. But yeah, maybe I will change the poison icon and use that skull somewhere else. Oh, oh, that's interesting. They're stacking vertically now too, which is not what I want. Board UI. Status container. This needs to be a HBox container. And I'll make sure that that's updated in the script as well. HBox container. All right, once again, we will try. That's the unfortunate thing about this. I gotta just see what it does. Syringe, boom. Okay, that was easy. Put these here, and we'll do this one. There's necrosis. Cool. That's looking good. Sweet. All right. Obviously, I'll want some kind of effect for that as well. Is that still after 5 turns? Necrosis turn threshold. That didn't seem like 5 turns, did it? Maybe it was. There's a shield icon. So on the 6th turn, it starts applying necrosis. So that's right, yeah. I died. What? So I just make sure it's good to make sure that the combat is resetting here. Oh, I just won. Okay. All right. I think that's working. I think it's working. Yeah. Cool. So I will add some effects for necrosis at some point, but the main thing was just to get that mechanic in the game. So I think that's in the game now. I don't like these white space changes. Why is it doing that? Status label. Indent using tabs. Can I change that configuration? What happens if I turn that off? Oh, wait. Workspace. So the C# formatter is not using the, it's not respecting the spacing. Is there a way to change that? Why is it not respecting the tabs? Workspace, default formatter. Maybe I need to put in .rush in here. I had it. I don't know. I've never, for some reason, it's always impossible to get formatting working correctly in these IDEs. I don't know why. Oh well. Guess we'll just leave it. I don't have the energy to figure out why that's not working. Apparently a skull and crossbones is a universal symbol for poison, so I don't know. Yeah, I don't have enough room for this crossbones, that's the thing. I had to take off early today. Enjoy your weekend, everyone. Alright, you too, Craig. Thanks for joining. And I hope to see you at the next stream. Have a good weekend. Alright, guess it's just going to use spaces everywhere. It's just destroying the white space. It's adding so much noise. Anyway. Add necrosis status. Oh, I should probably do turn manager. Let's turn this up to 20. And we'll play with that. We'll see how that works. Okay. Let's go on to some new stuff here. So like I said, I could try to implement this. That would be kind of fun to do. Add a little bit of spice into the UI here. But I also want to do these villager cards. Need scaling on condition. I can't do this one. I'm actually not going to do this one. Keep the UI laid out the way it is. My friend had a good idea of a combat log, which I have not actually planned for in here, but a combat log would be fun to add. Not yet, but at some point. Show health value on combat selection, add flame effect, allow the player to back out of encounters. Yeah, so there's a bunch of random stuff here. Let's finish the dog and prayer beads here. So let's go ahead and... There's actually one thing I want to do, which is in my card definition resource. I don't think I need this is enemy flag anymore. Is this enemy card loot table being done? This is actually not... So this is enemy is no longer used. Oh, maybe it is. Okay. So actually, I actually don't need this anymore. So this was useful when I was previously trying to generate enemy boards automatically, but I'm no longer doing that. I'm hand designing all the encounters. So that kind of thing is no longer necessary, and this is enemy flag. This is no longer necessary as well, so I'm just gonna get rid of this. Oh, you know what? Maybe I do need that is enemy so that it doesn't get included in the card loot table, but I don't need to create an enemy loot table. So we'll keep the is enemy flag just to exclude it from the player card loot table when you're opening booster packs. And maybe I should change this to be more descriptive, but I think it's probably fine actually. Okay, so I've gotten rid of all that stuff. Let's go ahead and create a couple of things here. So in my resources here, card, create new, resource, card definition resource, dog, dimensions 2 in the X, dog, look at how cute he is. Turn cooldown 4, is enemy, yes, is flippable, yes. Minion, the dog is a minion. Okay, and then we'll do a new one, create new resource. Let's do another card definition resource, prayer beads. In here, that's 1 by 1. Load up these prayer beads here. Prayer beads, is enemy, yes. Turn cooldown, let's do 3. All right, so now we're going to have the AI create the scripts for those things, and we'll see how well it does. We will see how well it does. Oops. Okay, create new scripts for prayer beads and dog that both extend base card. Give the dog a simple damage of 6 and the prayer beads a simple heal . Cool. Let's just accept all. I'm gonna say that that's probably all right. This can be simplified though. And then the dog here, same thing. Simple damage 6. Okay, so now if I go to my board configuration editor, what I should see is I should be able to see that those 2 cards are in there now. So there's my prayer beads. Heal 4. It's got a heal the same as mutton, so that's interesting. Where's the dog? Dog. Deal 6 damage. Sweet. Cool. So we're probably going to create more villager cards, because that's going to be like the enemy faction. And yeah, we'll create some boards for that. Even though as a rough draft is still better to stare at than the black. That's true, yeah. A log of encounters. Yeah, the combat log would be like, you know, X card dealt this amount of damage. So just so you can see the order in which things are happening. That's what I mean by a combat log. So it's hard to see like visually sometimes like what's going when, but if you have like a log that you can scroll through, you can maybe that's just extra information the player can have to figure out how exactly the game internals are working. Just out of curiosity, have you or do you plan on doing rarities to the cards as far as chance to get common versus rare cards, or is it just level pool based? Yeah, so I think I probably will have card rarities in terms of like how likely they are to be chosen from a loot table. But there also are card rarities in the sense of like tiers. So a card can drop somewhat upgraded from a booster pack. There's a chance for it to, like, the cards will generate at a tier that generally keeps track of like what power level you're at, but that it has a chance to generate at a tier or two higher as well. So that kind of adds into the rarity as well. And so yeah, but yeah, rarities in terms of like, yeah, a card is less likely to appear is definitely something that I'm interested in doing. I don't have enough cards yet in the game. Like, these are all the cards in the game right now. So I need to build up a bigger library of cards before I go too deep into that. All right, let's do some more villager cards. Add dog and prayer, feed villager cards. Let's do another one. I should separate this out. Let's create a new player art ideas, and then let's create a new list. Enemy art ideas. Drag this over. I can do like an inn, a friar, paladin. If you guys have any ideas, so like the enemy faction is going to be like villagers, like think of like medieval peasants or like clergy or royalty or something like that. And then anything like any and all props or anything associated with them. So like an inn, I think would be a fun card to draw. Maybe like a plow or something, or like animals like a horse or ox, maybe like a windmill, stuff like that. So if you have ideas for a villager, I've already got a dog. Could do something like and then like militarily too, like a foot soldier or like a trebuchet. Like an arming sword or something. Just any and all things thematically related. Just a plain old shield. What else? Maybe like a crozier. A whole pub level. Yeah. Okay, like a barkeep. Yeah, barkeep. A wench. Busboy beer mug. Yeah, a beer mug. Bar stool. I like those. I like those ideas. Maybe like an anvil for an armory. What else? Something kind of interesting, like a road sign or something. Could do something like complementary to a horse, like a saddle or something. A lamb without a lag. Oh, a leg, yeah. That'd be funny. Hello, Rin. Welcome, welcome. I could do a lamb. Welcome back, Rin. It's good to see you. A jester. Ooh, that's a good one. Jester. Or maybe like a jester hat or something. Apron. Hammer is a good one. Apron, hammer. Okay. I think that's good for now. Sweet roll. Oh my goodness. Okay. We have to add the reference. Hello, Mykundev. Welcome back. Good to see you. Okay, we've got enough. Thank you for your suggestions. I'm probably not going to do all these, but these are a good list of suggestions here. So I'm going to do a really easy one. I think let's do an arming sword real quick. I'm just going to try to build up slightly my library of villager cards, because what I want to do is start redefining those board configurations, those enemy encounters, to use the villager cards thematically. So let's do an arming sword real quick. So let's do file new. Nope. File open. Assets, card, background, 1x2. Nope. Save this in arming sword. Hopefully this is going to be relatively easy. Hopefully going to be relatively easy, we'll see. To figure out what to do about this hilt here, but that's all right. Okay. Probably make this shorter and make the blade longer. Oops. There we go. That should work. I'll change the direction of that. Cool. Some item that's a reference to Gunforged. Oh yeah, I gotta do that for sure. Thank you, Mykundev, for the €1. Very much appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Very generous. Very generous indeed. Okay. It's not looking terrible. Not yet, anyway. I do want to change. Maybe I'll change this hilt here. Yeah, I think a darker color for the hilt works better. Yes. Yeah, I think that looks good. Simple, basic little arming sword here. Cool. All right, so we can save that. If I learned one thing from this channel, it's the power of just removing pixels and how much it allows your mind to fill the details. Yeah, especially when you're dealing with this kind of resolution. I mean, this is only, what is this canvas? 18 by 36. So when you're dealing with such a small canvas, like one pixel can entirely make a difference in what the art looks like and feels like. So yeah, it's definitely important. Okay, create new. Resource card definition resource, arming sword. Okay, and then let's see, arming sword. This is too tall. Alchemical ritual. Oh, what tag should this have? Might need new tags for this. Is enemy yes, is flippable no. I mean, yeah, we can turn it on flippable, that's fine. Turn cooldown 3. I gotta do a whole pass on the turn cooldowns as well. Arming sword. I might need to add a new tag. I'll just go ahead and do that real quick. What do I want to call it? Minion relic alchemical ritual. I guess I could just call it weapon. I don't know, do I want... Do I want to have a separate like list of tags? I mean, in the same enum object, but a separate list of tags for villager specific stuff? Probably not. I guess weapon is fine because I could use the weapon tag for the player cards as well. Yeah, I guess we'll just keep weapon. We'll just keep weapon. Common, yeah, that could be something too, yeah. I was thinking either weapon or tool or something. Looks good, thank you OC Richie, thank you. We'll tag it as weapon for now. And we need to add a script to it now, so I'm gonna have the AI do this. Add a script called arming sword that extends base card. Add nothing to the script yet. All right, so the arming sword, what I have is like this tag double damage here. Double damage if there's an adjacent minion. I kind of want to just copy this, I think. Maybe I should do something interesting. Here's what I'll do. I'm gonna do something interesting here. Arming sword. I want it to echo, so I have conditional echo. Where's that? Add compose abilities, new conditional echo, and we're looking for card type filter. I probably want this to be like a tag conditional echo. Okay. Tag adjacent. So I probably want to create a new conditional echo here. The tag adjacent. Is this a... This is a composed ability. Probably want to create a new composed ability here. So this conditional echo, it just echoes if there's another card on the board somewhere, but I probably want a tag conditional echo, conditional decorator, query count provider, conditional ability. What is the actual echo doing? What? Conditional decorator. Oh, is this conditional echo handled elsewhere? I think it is. What? Oh, conditional echo. Oh, new echo ability. Oh, I see. Conditional ability decorator. I see. Okay. How is this actually working? Hold on a second. Echo. Where's this condition being? Should execute. Oh, it's got the decorator here. Oh, there's a conditional ability decorator. Okay. So it's actually checking that should execute here. Okay. So I think what I want to do, so I want the arming sword to echo if there's a minion adjacent to it, and I want it to apply damage and shield. So it's going to deal damage and apply shield twice. But if there's an adjacent minion, so I'm going to want the conditional, and that's a conditional echo. So yeah, okay. So I need to create a wrap around it with this conditional ability decorator. So the echo is conditional, but the previous things aren't. So what we're going to do is let's just do new simple damage. We'll make it do like 5 damage to start. New simple. Ooh, do I not have a simple shield? Oh, okay. So I need to create a simple shield. Let's have the AI do this. Create a new script extending at base card ability called simple shield. Oh no, this is create a new script extending base composed ability called simple shield that applies the configured shield amount. Let's see what this does. This needs to be called preserve because I'm calling it differently. Accept, simple shield, apply. This is not right. So it got that wrong, but that's all right. No scaling. I didn't tell you to do no scaling. Bitwise operations have always been hard for me to wrap my head around. Yeah, I mean they're a little bit a little bit hard to wrap your head around, I guess, but very powerful once you understand it. Very powerful. It's yeah. I wish I had a simple way of explaining it, but I have to go in a whole tirade. Anyway, original shield amount. So scale for tier. Original shield amount times 1 plus, yeah, so we'll just do 1.5 scaling. That'll work. And then in here I can do simple damage, new simple shield. 2, maybe 3. And then we'll echo. So we need a new... Now the thing is, there's a conditional echo here. I wonder if I should just make this super configurable by itself or if I should just create... yeah, I'll probably just do a tag conditional echo. New file tag conditional echo. Maybe I'll do tag adjacent. Oops. Tag adjacent conditional echo. Okay, so this dot card tag. Let's do card tag filter, I guess. Tag filter is equal to card tag filter, query directions adjacent. Huh? Hold on a second. Oh, it changed that for me. Okay, thank you. So that's adjacent. Cool. All right, so echo if the board and adjacent card tag filter card. Did I do it correctly? Echo if there's an adjacent card tag filter card, reset query options. So I need to change the duplicate now. So in my base composed ability, else if duplicated is tag adjacent. Do I have the card name? I don't have card name anymore in this, so I'll get rid of this. Wait, does that mean I don't need to do this? Set card tag filter. Why did I need to do that here? Oh, right. Oh, yeah, no. I actually don't need to do this. Because it's always going to target a minion. Okay, so I don't need to do that at all. Cool. All right, okay. Let's see if that works. First of all, I'm just going to go into the board configuration editor and see if that is correct. Deal 5 damage, gain 3 preserve. That should say apply 3 preserve. Echo if there's an adjacent minion card. So this will deal up to 10 damage, apply 6 shield. Okay, I think that's basically all I need to do there. So we can start maybe creating some villager boards now and just test them out. So let me commit what I have here first. Add arming sword. Sounds like a YouTube video idea. Oh yeah, the bitwise, yeah. What about some sort of sleep mechanic for a card? Maybe temporarily disables an opponent's card. Call it hypnotic ether serum. Yeah, I already have that. It's called paralysis. And paralysis does exactly what it says. It just stops an enemy card from ticking or executing or anything. So yeah, that's a great idea. And it's already in the game, so thank you. All right, I'm a little bit overdue for my little break. So I'm gonna take a quick 2-minute break and get a refill on my drink and all that good stuff. And in the meanwhile, please check out the links in the description below. You can purchase Gunforged, which will support me greatly, or you can purchase one of my Udemy courses. Those will teach you how to build a complete game in the Godot engine. Again, those are linked in the description below. Give me just 2 minutes and I will be right back, and we will continue on with the villager theming stuff. All right, I'm back. Oh, I shouldn't have said that because I forgot my drink. Okay, BRB. All right, now I'm back. Okay, so let's do some things here. Firstly, I'm gonna delete all the board configurations that I have. Goodbye. Okay, and we'll create some new ones here. So we'll go to the board configuration editor. And actually what I want to do probably is in my board configuration editor, I probably want to filter this out. Card registry all IDs. If not card definition resource is enemy, continue. So we're going to filter that out so only we see only enemy cards in this list here. And these are the cards we have to work with for the villagers. But let's go ahead and do some basic cards here. So we'll just do a single villager. We'll do I still don't know how to name these properly. Maybe I'll do like level 1, tier 1 or something. Save that. Level 1, tier 1, 1. Or maybe I'll do level 1, tier 1. Oh, these need to be bigger. Hold on. This needs to be bigger. Custom minimum size. We'll just make it large. Why not? Okay. Let's load what we just got. We're going to call this level 1, tier 1, villager. Save. Okay. Let's create a new one. Let's do, so that's heal 4, that's heal 10. So why do I have 2 heals? Maybe the prayer beads need to do something else. Dog. Deal 6 damage. The dog is not super interesting. So we'll maybe change the dog. Let's do this and that. What do I call it? Level 1, tier. You know what? Level 1, villager, prayer beads. I don't know if I should be doing that. Villager. Yeah, I still don't know what to call this really, but let's just save that. I'll just call this level 1, villager. I'll just maybe do like what level it appears on and then generally speaking kind of give an indication of its power. So new, let's do dog and mutton. Level 1, dog, heal, save. Okay, let's do new, we're gonna do villager arming sword. Level 1. Something like that. Save. Okay. Let's increase the dimensions here. Apply dimensions, new. Level 1, villager, dog, heal. Save, new. Let's do level 1, villagers. Save. Okay. It's pretty interesting how many combinations of things I can do even with this. Level 1, dogs, villagers. The names of this doesn't really matter, but that's all right. Happy weekend from Bali. Welcome, Yayan. I meant to respond to your chat earlier, but I got too excited about getting into the work. The question is coffee or tea for the drink. Neither. It's water. It's in a mug because I don't have any clean glassware. A mimic card would be interesting with the ability to copy individually stats from cards active on the same board and resets at the beginning of each combat encounter. That is indeed very interesting. I'm gonna have to think about that one some more. Also, welcome to the stream, Jackie Daytona. I don't think you have chatted earlier this stream. Good to see you again. Dog applies rabies when they attack. Oh yeah, maybe. I was thinking about maybe making the dog have some kind of bonus or some kind of interesting, yeah, I don't know, I gotta think about it. So cool, yeah, thank you. Sorry about the paralysis. I'm still new to the game. Oh yeah, that's fine. I doubt many people know that there's a paralysis thing. I may have even done that off stream, so I don't expect you to know everything about the game. Disgusting, I'm refunding Gunforge. No, don't do it. Did I save this one? I think I did. All right, let's do 3. Apply dimensions, new. Let's do level 1 villager swords. Save. So I've already got a bunch of configurations here, which is great. I need a better way of reorganizing cards here. Oops. Damn it. Okay. That's fine. One villager, sword, dog, heal. Oops. Oh, I added a new line. Save. Okay, new. Why is there so many swords piling up? Oh. Did I do something wrong here? I don't know why that's happening. Hold on. Oh, every time I drop it, it's adding a new copy. Oh, okay, I see. I need to fix that real quick. Card, container. On card placed. Container. So I just need to change this. Let's just do this. Public bool has card. Get this. Get first node of type card node not equal to null. So this, if container equals null, return, or oops, not card container has, or card container has card, yeah. Okay, I don't know if that's going to fix it, but let's see. Failed to build project, what are you talking about? Maybe dogs would reduce damage from skeletons since dogs love bones. Okay, yeah, that would be a good idea. Card is a namespace, but he's used like a type. Come on. Game.gameplay.card. Thank you. Can I please run this now? Okay, now it should only be creating that. Okay, perfect. What was I doing? I forgot. I already kind of did. I need more cards, so maybe I'll just... What was the last one I did? Villager sword, dog heal, I think. Okay, so let's just do... Maybe let's do a 5x5. Is boss. Well, let's do new is boss. One boss. And we'll just go ahead and slap a bunch of things on here. Obviously, it's just going to be relatively random, but I need to add more variety. That's all. Okay, so we've got a couple of different configurations now, so let's just give this a play and we'll see how this feels. Well, you don't want copies, so you can have dupes for your deck. Maybe on save reset the count to 1. Never mind my last message. Okay. Okay, I will never mind. As a player, will I know if I've collected all possible cards? Yeah, there will be like a card directory thing that you can look at for sure. Let's see how this goes, though. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? Let's play it like we really would play it. Run manager. We'll give the player not God mode. None of those. We'll give incense, and we'll give these 3 things to start. I need a torch. Villagers always have pitchforks and torches when they form their posses. That's correct. Yeah, let's do that. Torch. So what did I add? Did I add... Oh, the arming sword is done. So we'll do that. All right, let's create a board here. Let's do more minion cards. Ooh, heal 11. Wow. Why? That heal seems wrong to me. Okay, sorry. I'm just fixing these things as I go along. All right, let's see if we can actually get this working on. Ooh, an axe. Deal 7 damage, double the damage if there's an adjacent minion. So let's do that. This could probably be tagged as a weapon here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that while I'm thinking of it. Tag that as a weapon. Ceremonial dagger can be tagged as a weapon. Incense, lambone ring, mutton, phylactery, prayer beads. Okay, I think that's basically it. Okay, I'm not going to restart though. Increase board size, let's do that. Let's reset some of this stuff here. Oh, wait. There we go. So the incense is going to affect that minion, and then the axe is going to benefit as well. Add enchantment to card. Let's do an echo enchant on the axe. Echo. So this could attack. This could do 28 damage. So let's do that. Villager 1, prayer beads 2. Heal 6. Okay, let's see. This should be easy mode. I have to play with the numbers still, obviously, but... Cool. More relic cards. Let's try it. Syringe, yes. Alchemized cards, add enchantment to... Oh, let's do increased board size. We'll put the syringe there. Add enchantment. Echo is very powerful, but also... Let's do turn cooldown enchant on this one. Turn cooldown is reduced by 1. There we go. Let's fight the big one. So yeah, if I give the dogs some kind of bonus. Ooh, but the dogs are chunking me. That's true. Nice. Alembic. Let's take that one. Max health increase. Let's do that. Increase health by 15. Add enchantment to card. Poison enchant on this one. I think I'm going to try to use this. Arming sword 1, villager 1, arming sword 2. Deal 10 damage, apply 3 preserve. Ooh, this is going to be a tricky one. This preserve is not scaling though. Right, because this did it wrong. Okay, That should fix that. I'm not going to restart though, but I think it's just going to apply 3 preserve twice now because it just added another ability, but that's fine. Okay. Begin. Let's see. I have a feeling that this one is going to be kind of rough for me because those arming swords are actually very hard and they're adding shield. Look at that, 12 shield. Ugh, 32 shield. Look at that. Okay, the shield is not changing when it takes damage though, but I'm going to have to fix that. But that, yeah, they're basically absorbing all my damage. Okay. Look at that shield. Oh my gosh, what are you doing? Okay, I'm finally starting to do some damage. I think the necrosis is going to tick in here in a second. Oh, maybe not. Okay, I just got my butt whooped. Okay. Villager dual-wielding arming swords absolutely destroyed me. All right, well, this is going to be a little bit rough, so probably sacrifice these 2 things. Shoot, I don't think I'm going to win this. I need to adjust my algorithm, I think, or reduce the strength of the arming swords, but... Why is it doing... Oh, they're actually bugged, though. They're applying way too much shield. So, they're actually broken. So it's possible I would have had a better time if they're working properly. Wow. Should have moved their syringe by the incense. Well, the incense only affects minion cards, and this is not a minion card. So it's not going to have any effect, except final death. So that would be the game over. But I fixed the issue with the arming sword, so... Let's just play it again. And we'll get a better idea. This is a lot of what my time is going to be like for the next couple weeks, probably just playing the game over and over again, especially as I add new stuff and I have to figure out what's too strong and what's too weak. Scarab, that's a good one. Upgrade a card. Yes, let's do that. Let's upgrade the lamb bone ring. This should give me 12, I think. Yeah, 12. Boom. Dog, mutton, dog, prayer beads, villager 1. Do I feel lucky? Let's do it. I've got enough heal, so I think... Okay, yeah, he's not doing as much damage as I thought it would. How many turns? 4 turns on the villager. Maybe I'll reduce the villager speed. Viper, let's take that. Max health increase, yes. Alchemize cards, let's increase the board size. I'm gonna need that. Put the scarab there. Dog, villager, let's go. Nerf the shield. Yeah, I gotta do that. How's the game loop going and when can we expect a playable demo? Game loop is good. I mean, I'm basically just testing the game loop right now. Like I said, it's a matter of balancing and adding more content at this point, but I want to have a playable demo within a month, hopefully, like by the beginning or middle of May would be ideal, so I can get some feedback on it. But yeah, it all depends on how it goes with how this development goes, and I want to make it nice and presentable and like work on the animations before having a playable demo. Like I want the demo to be as impressive as possible, like even with the limited content or whatever. So it all depends on how it goes and if I need to rework anything significant with the game or whatever. But I want to get one out soon. You can share a battle video on social media. I think it has potential. Yeah, I will do that. I want to get some of the UI stuff that I was showing. Like I want to get the UI art in place. Like I want to make it, before I start blasting it out on social media and sharing stuff, I want to make it as presentable as possible with animations and whatnot. So When do I have Necrocious kick in? I think it's after 20 turns. Necrosis turn threshold, yeah, after 20 turns. I might need to turn that down, but I also haven't really been in a super prolonged thing. That's something you could have as a member perk. Yeah, I was thinking about tying like YouTube membership to like Discord access, not just general, but like anyone can join a Discord, but then like if you want access to early demos and whatnot, member perk. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Hello, Camillo. Welcome back. Hello, Khan. I'm new. Can I ask if there are any limitations when using Godot compared to Unity? I don't know enough about Unity to know that for sure. I mean, I think the obvious one is Unity is a lot better for... Sorry, one second. Unity is a lot better for 3D stuff. I think Godot is more limited than Unity in that respect. But as far as like being able to make good games, I don't think so. Does Unity run on Linux? That's a good question. But yeah, I don't know enough about Unity to give an intelligent answer to that. I'm sorry. Arming Sword 2, Dog 1, Villager 1, Mutton 1. Why does this sound more difficult than this one? All right, we'll see what happens. This might be one. Okay, the arming sword is working correctly now. The shield is not being decremented immediately, though. That's the problem. Ooh, I'm getting my butt kicked. Oh, that heal was big though. Oof. Oh, that sword hits so hard. I'm gonna die. Oh, I won. Wow, I barely won. Holy moly. Okay. I need to increase my health. Ooh, Corvid. Ooh, Phylactery. Oh man, what do I want? Let's take the Phylactery because I think there's gonna be an alchemy potential here. Yeah, let's do alchemized cards. Let's, this is an interesting thing. I was thinking, let's alchemize the Viper, but then I have to keep in mind that I actually need... I'm probably not going to have anything to put in this space down here, so I should probably actually alchemize these two things together. Perform alchemical transformation. Boom, there it is. Look at that. All poison applied is increased by 1. I've got the tier 1. So I preserved the tier, I preserved the echo, and I get both of those abilities. Apply 2 poison. Look at that. Bam. This is like the poison dagger right here. Max health increase. Yes, thank you. Arming sword 2, villager 1. Okay, so here was the bugged encounter last time. Let's see how this goes. I'm going to be applying a lot of stuff here, I think. Where's all that poison coming from? Oh, all poison applied is increased by 1, right? So I got a poison build going on. That's really chunking them. Although, still might lose this encounter here. We'll see. I need to buff my healing or add some shield or something. But I'm going to win here, I think. Hopefully. Yeah. Phew! Alright. More weapon cards. What? Let's put that there. I need to shoot. Okay, let's alchemize this and this together. Okay, deal 20 damage. Oh, and then deal 10 damage. Double that damage. So I can deal 40 damage with that thing. Yeah, let's do that. 40 damage. Wow. Okay. Increase board size. Might as well. We'll put the scarab in there. Arming sword. That's the thing I just fought. Let's fight this board. Okay, this should be easy. The health is kind of high, but I really like the candlelight effect as it just pixel art animations. It's just a particle effect scaled down. Yeah, Adam's right. Buffs and debuffs both look the same. Maybe add a blue icon frame for buffs and red for debuffs. Yeah, I could do something like that. That was an easy encounter. I think there are 0 actual limitations imposed by Godot compared to Unity. It's just that Unity has a lot of built-in features. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's right. You work in your garage, nice. Incense needs to be by minions, right? Oh, that's true. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, I swapped out my minions, so now it's not doing anything. Oh, interesting. Oh, I'm kind of in a conundrum here. If I want the incense to affect both. No, I'm not in a conundrum. There we go. Good call. Hello, Sanzo. Welcome back. Good to see you as always. We'll see how the boss goes. More alchemical cards. Another Viper. We might as well see increased board size, yes. Alchemize cards. Oh, I shouldn't have done alchemy. Well, let's alchemize. Oh, I can't put the... Oh, no. I screwed up. Okay, well, let's alchemize these two things together. Yep, let's do this one. This is going to scale up pretty hard. And then I can put this here. Oh, wait. Oh, I'm not going to be able to do this, am I? Hold on a second. Put that there. And then this needs to be adjacent to a minion for that double damage. The heal can go anywhere, and then this needs to be adjacent to a minion. Or no, it needs to be a double poison applied if an adjacent card applies poison. Yeah, okay, so I think that's the best layout I can get here. I still only have... Oh, but the boss only has 45 health. I haven't changed that yet. Oh, I'm going to kill the boss in one turn. That's kind of disappointing. Maybe not, though. I mean, we'll see. Goodbye. Okay. All right. Well, that boss was underwhelming because I haven't updated the health yet. Anyway, that's how the game looks. So that's basically the format. Start defining villager boards. So I need to add a lot more. So basically the things I'm going to be focused on for the next couple weeks is adding more content, doing animation work, doing artwork. I'm going to really focus on trying to make all the cards feel unique. Right now, there's too many. The villager cards feel very similar. Like having two cards, like a dog and a villager that both just deal damage is kind of boring. They are different in that they have different orientations, right? The dog is 2 cells wide and 1 cell tall, whereas the villager is the opposite. It's 2 cells tall and 1 cell wide. But I still want to give each card a unique identity, even if it's just something as simple as like it has an extra bonus effect or something, right? So like the arming sword that I did, in order to make it different from the axe, is I made it apply shield, and it echoes, but it also applies shield. So it's kind of like a parry mechanic, you could think of it. Anyway, so that's what I'm going to be focused on, is like as I'm adding new cards for the villager faction and for the player faction, just making sure that I'm creating abilities that are interesting enough. Probably add a new status effect. So I want to add a burn status effect as well, but I'm still trying to figure out how to differentiate that from poison. So I got to figure that out. But yeah, there's all kinds of stuff. So yeah, the next few weeks are basically just going to be building the game, basically. I think it's feeling good. It's already pretty fun. And I can make it more fun by giving the player more interesting choices and making the cards more compelling. So that's what I will be focused on. Retirement pay and VA disability made a safe move, yeah. Making a ray tracer in Godot versus Unity. Unity has graphics split functions to just add a shader to the entire screen, which works perfectly. While else in Godot, you have to somehow access the editor's camera and viewport and screen rect. Oh, I see. More tedious to implement. Yeah, yeah. Cool. All right, well, I'm going to end the stream there, but thank you all for watching and thank you all for your suggestions. We got a nice list of villager villager cards to add, so I'll definitely be looking to add those. in the near future here. But yeah, again, please check out the links in the description below. Those are all the ways that you can support my work. You can get one of my courses, like the banner shows up there. It's a C# course. I also have a GD script course. And you can also purchase Gunforged. So again, everything is linked below. And if you don't want to support financially or can't for whatever reason, then liking this video, subscribing to the channel, hitting the notification bell, all of that stuff is a great way to support me. Item idea, puppet strings gives items echo. Ooh, yeah. Like puppet strings, yeah. I like the puppet theme thing. Give adjacent cards echo or something. Something like that. Do you have a name for the game yet? I do not. I have some names that I'm thinking of, but I don't know if I'm in love with them yet, so I'm waiting for something to come to me. But thanks again, everyone. Very much appreciate your support, and I hope you have a great weekend. I might be streaming tomorrow morning, but it's not going to be at the usual time. I just stream whenever on weekends because it's not my usual weekday schedule. So hit the notification bell to be notified when I go live or if I go live tomorrow. Otherwise, I hope you have a great weekend, and I will see you Monday at 10 a.m. Eastern. All right. Bye-bye, everyone.